Okay, in this video, we're going to be quickly going over all of our commands one time. So we're going to start off with PVBound, select the closed boundary, select the sides at 36 inches, select the sides at 0. There's our boundary. RRafter, 2-foot spacing, directions, pick 2 points on the ridge, select the polyline, enter. We're going to go with PVArray, select the panel. We're going to pick the portrait panel. Rotation can be 0. Select the boundary. Spacing between the rows, leave it at 2 feet for now. 1/4 inch between the columns. Align it to the left, and then align to boundaries, no. We're going to start filling in from the bottom to the top, so we're going to pick a point on the bottom and then a point on the top. Goes in the roof. We want to add panels. I'm going to just hit no for now. And then we're going to do a PVAdd command if we wanted to add more panels. So I'm going to just pick both of these here. The angle is going to still be 0. Select the boundary. We want to stay within this boundary, and then we're going to keep the same spacing for the rows and the columns. Then we're just going to go ahead and add panels. We can switch from one to the other with by typing N for next. So if I switch to the landscape panel and I have the option of adding panels individually or using the fill option to add multiple panels at once. So I'll show you what that looks like. So I can click them one at a time or type F, click one point, and then just drag it across to fill in the roof as needed, or I can just hover in between within the boundary. As long as I'm not over an obstruction or over a panel, it will allow me to place a panel. Just wait to see it turn yellow, or I can snap to an existing panel or close to an existing panel by waiting for it to turn green. And then after that, we add in our attachments, PVAtt. We're going to go ahead and just select everything, hit enter. We're going to keep it at 6 feet. There's options for 6 feet or 4 feet. I'm just going to do 6 feet. We're going to do these inline. So this will add in panels, attachments on all your panels here. And then if we wanted to use the string option, we'll use PVString. I'll just do a short string for now on inverter 1, circuit 1. I'm just going to use like 8 panels, and we're going to hover over one panel and then just basically hover over the center of the panels to just string them all together. And then to remove a string, just hit PVStringremove. I select a portion of that string and then hit enter. From there, I'll show you what the autofill option looks like. So PVLayout. This combines all those commands at once. So we're going to select the ridge or the eave. So I'm going to select the eave here. Select the boundary or generate. So I'm going to generate a boundary. I'm going to put 36 inches on these sides and then 0-inch clearance on the eave. Rafter spacing is 2 feet. Edit the panel size. I'm just going to hit no. And then we're going to autofill it with panels in portrait. And let's just change the parameters here. So we're going to go to edit the row spacing. We're going to just put that at 1/4 inch. Column spacing, it's 1/4 inch already. Align it to the right side. Panel alignment, we're just going to pick no to keep the top rows and bottom rows uniform in layout. And then the direction, we're going to just fill it in from the top this time. So once we edit all our parameters, we hit enter. You'll see that it will fill out. It'll ask you if you want to place any individual panels. I'm going to just hit yes. So we see that looks like. So I'm going to add just one panel here, one here. If I wanted to add multiple, I can use the fill option to just click one point, drag it out, and fill in whole section, and then I'll just add one more over here. So if I'm satisfied with the layout, I can hit enter. Now ask me for the attachment spacing. I'm going to switch this up and do 48 inches. So I'm going to just hit 4. And inline or staggered, I'm going to do staggered this time. So now it will add in all your attachments staggered at 48 inches apart. And then in the bottom here, you'll see we just added 221 panels with 444 attachments. If you ever lose track of that number, you can use the command PVCount. Select everything that you want to count, hit enter, and it will tell you again 221 panels with 44 attachments.